We did a license agreement with Epitaph for Seven's Travels. But that was it, yeah.
That was it?
Yeah, that was it. Like, the last record was Rhymesayers. See, the thing was, at Rhymesayers, we didn't have a good distro deal for the label yet. You know, it's like a lot of our contemporaries were going through Caroline or through Koch or whatever, and we hadn't really settled on anybody yet, you know, but we still were making records. So it was like, you gotta do something with these records. For God Loves Ugly, I did a license agreement with Fat Beats. Fat Beats did a license agreement with BMG. So suddenly, God Loves Ugly was in Best Buy and Target and places like that because of BMG. That helped because I'm going to cities like Boise, Idaho to play shows, or I'm going to cities like, you know, Missoula, Montana to play a show, and there might not be an independent store there that sells my record. There might be an independent store or two, but they might not sell my record because they can only carry so much stuff. And here I am playing in the city, you got 500 kids here. Damn it, get my record in Walmart then. You know what I'm saying? Get it somewhere where somebody will just carry it generically. I'm gonna go to the city to play. I'll do the rest of the work. You know what I'm saying? And then after that, Epitaph didn't really step to us. It was kind of more like, well, actually, it was kind of like I kind of gotten to know one of the dudes there because he was interested. They had kind of stepped to us once in the past, but more on some like just interested to see what we were trying to do at Rhymesayers and just kind of stay in the know with what was going on with labels and whatnot. And we kind of became friends with this dude over there named Andy. He sits in, I guess, a pretty decent chair. You know what I'm saying? And so when we finished Seven's Travels, you know, I was kind of like, well, we could do this with BMG again if we go through Fat Beats. But I did learn that BMG distribution was very similar to like the kid on his BMX bike, you know, distributing the newspaper to your doorstep. It's kind of like he throws it and it's going to land in the yard somewhere. But today it might be on the steps. Tomorrow it might be on the roof. You know what I mean? It was like we needed something that was just a lot more secure. And Epitaph had that. They had the means to do that. So we kind of called them. It was like, hey, would you guys want to distribute this one? And they're like, yeah, we'd love to. You know, let us hear it. I sent it to them. They listened to it. And they're like, let's do it. They did a great job for us, man. I have no complaints. Like, there's nothing I could say bad about them. And I would, because I'm the kind of dude that likes to say bad things about people. But, like, for real, like, those dudes totally had our back, you know, in many ways. And I think it was a good guinea pig experience for them and us. Like, it was a good experience for us to see what it would be like if we could get world distro and go play shows in other countries and other, you know, and get serious about that. And I think it was good for them because they were, you know, obviously about to jump into hip hop and start doing more stuff. And we were a pretty safe risk to take, you know, because we already kind of had an audience. We already had our touring machine in place. We already were doing a lot of this stuff ourselves, you know. So I think it worked for everybody. And they had my back through a lot of stuff, and I appreciated that. And I had their back through a lot of stuff, and I hope that they appreciated that. So yeah, I think it was a amicable relationship. Because now Rhymesayers has distro, and so now we can just do straight whatever we want and get it in any store. Not only that, but the Epitaph record did help a lot of stores take us more serious. Because they're like, well, it's Epitaph. There are kids out there that will buy a record just because it says Epitaph. You know, it's a branded name, you know what I mean? And so it's like, it made stores take Atmosphere more serious, which, you know, of course, our next step is to make those stores that take Atmosphere serious take the rest of the roster serious.
Lucy Ford, is that like one person? Is that a collection of women?
I mean, you know, I give a different answer every time I'm asked this question. Is that what you want?
I mean, whatever the answer you want to give right now.
It's my cat. Yeah, I have a cat at home named Lucy. And that album's about my cat. Because I'm a cat lover. I love cats.
You don't like dogs, man?
I love dogs too. Actually, I love animals, man. Animals are fresh. They taste good. You know, I'm into it. But yeah, I'm a cat lover all the way. And I'm a dog lover too, but it's just that I live in an apartment, and so it's not really fair to like have a dog.
Yeah.
When you live in an apartment, you don't have, and I travel so much that cats are definitely more adaptable to me that way. Dogs are a lot more dependent, yeah.